Hello everybody and welcome to the inaugural video of Talk of the Chelsea. My name is Patrick. If you like what you see, please like, subscribe and comment as we discuss everything Chelsea Football Club. Now, the first agenda I want to talk about is the FIFA Club World Cup. Now, I know what you're going to say. Patrick, how was Chelsea qualify when they have been rubbish for the past 3 years? Well, if we won the Champions League in 2021. Over that 4 year period, FIFA have allowed us to enter this competition on the virtue of us winning the Champions League. And we have been placed in Group D with Flamengo from Brazil, Tunis from Tunisia, and LAFC. LAFC particularly noticeable for Olivier Giroud, former Chelsea player, and for Flamengo also Jorginho, who used to play for Chelsea in a stint. Now, what do I think about this tournament before we get into the squad announcement? I think that it shouldn't be played. In all, it's just money. 1 billion quid for the winner. It is massive money. I think every team will take it seriously. But what happens if somebody gets an injury? It's game over for them. If it's an ACL injury, or God forbid, if it's an ACL injury to any one of the players, it's going to be game over for them for the season. And the season hadn't even started yet, let alone we're barely even started the July transfer window. FIFA this season has implemented a transfer window where you can buy players for the space of 10 days. Chelsea were linked with a new goalkeeper in Mike Mangian, also the likes of Liam Delap, who we just bought for 30 million quid, and we'll see him in the Club World Cup. But I don't think this tournament should be played at all. I think that FIFA really need to reconsider the football landscape as it is now because it's too many games. We've just had an international break. UEFA just had their Nations League. We'll have the Champions League in September. We'll have the Premier League back in August. We'll have the EFL. Every cup competition will be back before by the end of September. I feel like FIFA need to do something to try and rectify or even try and shorten it instead of this wrong competition. But we'll get into all of that sooner rather than later, as it is currently 2 days before kickoff, with Inter Miami playing the first game in Miami to kick it all off. Now, the Chelsea team that are going to the Club World Cup is as follows: goalkeepers Sanchez, Jorgensen, Penders, and Selena. The goalkeepers, Selena, we haven't seen much because he's just signed for Chelsea. Sanchez, we've seen. My stance on him is that he shouldn't be playing for Chelsea anymore. Jorgensen, I kind of like. He's all right, but again, he's not a proper caliber goalkeeper that we should have been going for Mike Maignan. And Penders, well, only time will tell. He's came in from Ghent, I believe. So hopefully we'll see more of him later in the tournament. For the defenders, Mark Cucurella, Tosin Azarabayo, Benoit Badiachile, Levi Colwill, Mamadou Sarr, who is the new signing from Sporting Lisbon, Chalobah, Rhys James, Malo Gusto, Anesimino, I hope I got it right, I'm sorry if I got his name wrong, he came from Boca Juniors, and Josh Achempong. For the midfield, Enzo Fernandez, Dara Uruzo, who also signed from Sporting Lisbon, Andres Santos, who had a stellar season at Strasbourg, Kieran Dewsbury Hall, Moises Caicedo, and Romeo Lavia. Those, I think, Enzo, Caicedo, and Lavia will be our midfield three, but only time will tell. I'm not a magician. Only Enzo knows his strong 11, but if we've seen it from time and time again, those three are the strongest three in the midfield for Chelsea. For the forwards, Pedro Neto, Liam Delap, who came from Ipswich Town, Cole Palmer, Noni Madueke, Nicholas Jackson, Christopher Nkunku back in the squad, back in the team, apart from being exiled, Tyreek George and Mark Guiu, who came back from a major injury that set him back half of the season. Now, we haven't heard from Enzo Maresco yet. He's due to do a press conference soon. But I wonder what he has to say about the goalkeeper situation, especially with all the bids of like 12 million, 18 million pounds for Mike Mannion. He wants to be pushed out the door. He wants to go to Chelsea. We tried to get Bruno. We tried to get Byron Gittins for 50 million, 55, 60 millions. Apparently, he's not happy considering they're in the Club World Cup as well. But I feel like this transfer window that came in hasn't really solved any of the problems that we have. We still may need a winger. We definitely do need a new goalkeeper because I don't think Penders or Sanchez or Jorgensen is good enough goalkeepers. I don't think they are. The defense is all right as it is, but we need Cucurella back up. Cucurella can't do this on his own. He's played far too many games this season, especially the friendlies in the Nations League that he's just played. I really do think we need a new left back and quick. And we definitely need a striker to help accommodate the influx of Liam Delap and Nicholas Jackson. Because if Nicholas Jackson gets injured, we need a proven striker. But I have hope. I have hope for Chelsea. I hope Chelsea do well in this tournament. I will be watching. I hope that they do well, and hopefully we could try and bring it home, the new trophy as it is, as we won it in 2022 for the 2021 cycle as world champions. Now, going on to the transfers real quick, as we just mentioned then, we are trying to buy some players in, but who could be going out? Allegedly, according to BBC Sports, we are bringing 9 players out of the team. 9 players up for sale, including Raheem Sterling, Disasi, Petrovic, which is a shock to me because I think Petrovic has been the better goalkeeper out of the two of Robert Sanchez and Petrovic during Pochettino's time at Chelsea. Emmanuel Broha, João Felix, Vega, Chilwell, Chukwuemeka, and Ugochukwu. Now, I feel it's harsh on Chukwuemeka and Ugochukwu because we haven't seen much of them, especially the fact that in 2023-24, Chukwuemeka was heavily played in a Pochettino team until he got injured in the second game of the season against West Ham. Ugochukwu, we have seen this season in a couple games here and there, but we haven't seen him play in a regular spot. Ben Chilwell, if he was still fit and well and he didn't go on loan to Crystal Palace, I feel like he could be the backup left back. But I feel like his time is run. I think he's going to go. Raheem Sterling, he's going to go. He hasn't had a fantastic 2 years, especially this season at Arsenal. He hasn't really shone the lights or proved his point of, I'm going to be a better man this season. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see on what goes in, what goes out. We are apparently the strongest out of the Premier League clubs with PSR. We could buy players left, right and centre for like 100 million, 200 million and we'll be fine, allegedly. So I hope with the transfer window we'll do well this season. But only time will tell. Let's get the Club World Cup out of the way and then we can figure out what we're going to do for the September 1st deadline of the transfer window. But that concludes today's video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and even share it with your mates to get this channel growing with Chelsea fans around the world. I've been Patrick, and as always, keep it Chelsea.